Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy first official day of summer. I'm so excited that summer is finally upon us, so I'm posting this video on this Tuesday. I normally don't post on Tuesdays, but I thought we could celebrate the first day of summer together and talk about some of my favorite lifestyle and beauty summer essentials. Definitely leave me a comment down below about some of your favorite summer products, whether it be lifestyle, beauty, food, whatever. Let's start a conversation about that down below. But if you guys are curious about some of my favorite things to be using in the summertime, then just keep watching. All right, we're gonna kick it off with the most important thing about summer, and that's to stay hydrated. So I love water bottles in general, but I have mentioned this in a recent or in a past favorites video. But this water bottle from Beaker is by far my favorite. It's 32 ounces that fit in this big guy. It is rather expensive. I believe I paid $55 for this, which is actually pretty outlandish for a water bottle, but I would do it again. I love toting around a water bottle. This is super easy to take along with me to the beach. I bring this to work even, and it just helps me to stay hydrated in the summer months when our skin is, kind of getting torched by the sun, whether or not we're wearing SPF. It's just so easy to get dehydrated in the summertime. So when I carry this guy around, I know that that's not gonna happen. Otherwise, I always love my tumblers from Starbucks. I think I got this, my best friend actually got this for me for my birthday, but I have so many of the Starbucks tumblers, and what I love about them is that they have the straw, so super easy to sip on, but it is just so important to always be getting your hydration in for the day. But it's always so important to be drinking water and staying hydrated, so those are a couple of my favorite water bottles to have in the summertime. And then let's be real, how often do we keep our hair down all day in the summertime? For me, not very often. I have rather thick hair, so it can get really warm in the summertime, so I've actually been really into the scrunchie trend lately. I just picked these up from Target in like a 5-pack, but it just kind of I don't know, it gives your ponytail a little bit extra life because it makes it stick out a little bit farther. I don't know if I'm even explaining that well at all, and that doesn't look like a good ponytail. Anyway, it's just something to spice up the ponytail look just a little bit, and I have been digging these. Also, the best time to bust out your sunnies, so I have a couple of my favorite pairs to share with you. These are from Diff Eyewear. I don't honestly remember what the style of these are, and mine are super dirty right now, but if I can find them, or if they still have this style, I'll leave them linked down below. But I love these, and I also have a couple pairs of the High Keys from Key Australia in collaboration with Desi Perkins. These are so dirty, but these are the gold fades, I think. Maybe these are the silvers. They're a little bit big for my face, but I don't really care. And I think they come in minis now too. These are my all-time favorite. These are the black fades, and I'm legitimately obsessed. So those are some of my favorite sunglasses. Always important to protect your eyes from those UV rays. And speaking of protecting yourself from the sun, this wouldn't be a summer essentials video without mentioning sunscreen or sunblock. So I actually am going to mention a more affordable brand to all of the face SPFs that cost $30 to $40. I'm a huge fan of Sunbum, so I have their SPF 30 for your body, which I love. I think you can get this for $10 at Target. And then for me, my lips always burn every single summer, so I have one of the Sunbum chapsticks, and this is in the coconut flavor. They have tons and tons of different flavors. Honestly, coconut is not my favorite. This kind of tastes, I don't know, this just doesn't taste good, but for me it's so important to have an SPF on my lips. And then I also have their Clear Zinc Oxide, so this is more of a physical sunblock, and this is a great sunblock, or has been a great sunblock for me, to make sure that I never have my face burn, and it doesn't break me out or anything like that. So if you're looking for, I think this was $10 too, if you're looking for a more affordable physical facial sunblock than the Drunk Elephant one, and I don't know, and any of the high-end makeup brands, this is one that I would highly recommend checking out. And then if you're still looking to have that bronzed skin without actually putting yourself at risk for skin cancer, I have a couple of my favorite self-tanners to recommend. And the first one is the Jergens Natural Glow Wet Skin Moisturizer. So this is a really interesting product. So you get out of the shower, and before you towel off, you rub this all over your body. I haven't noticed any streaking with this. This is definitely more of a gradual self-tanner, so it's not going to give you a very intense bronze the next day or anything like that, but gradually over time you will notice that you're getting more and more color to your skin. So this is one that I've really been enjoying. And then this guy right here is like my all-time favorite. I've been using this probably for a good 2 months now. This is the Hemp's Yuzu and Starfruit Gradual Self Tanner. Now this is pretty tricky to get your hands on. I can never find it at my Ulta. I got really lucky one day and this was the last one left and I was able to pick it up, but I have found it at Amazon. So if I can link it down below, I will link it down below for you guys. Again, this is a gradual self tanner, so it's not going to give you a very intense bronze after the first time that you use this, and this does have a very significant scent to it that doesn't necessarily go away, and it's not my favorite scent. And based on the reviews that I've read, a lot of people are not so fond of the scent of this, so be warned of that. But this is a really good self tanner. I'm almost through this bottle and I'm gonna have to get another one of these because I'm like honestly obsessed. And then one more thing that I wanted to just briefly mention, but I haven't been using it enough to really like feel confident recommending it, but this is the Tan Luxe The Face Illuminating Drops, and these I believe are new. I have mine in light to medium, and these are really cool because what you do is you mix in a couple drops with like a serum that you're using in the evening or morning time, I suppose, and so you mix it in with part of your skincare routine and it gradually tans your face. And I've noticed like even like 2 to 3 drops you see results from. So far I've been really enjoying these, but I've only used it probably 3 times, so I'm just not comfortable saying like for sure I love this product, but really interesting. I think these are a little bit more pricey. They might have been like $40 to $45. I got mine at Ulta, but so far I've been enjoying. Okay, the last thing I have to mention that's not exclusively makeup is nail polish. I love nail polish year round, but in the summertime I'm really into pastels or whites. These are 2 from Essie that I really like. The white one is in Marshmallow, and then I have this really pale pink that'll probably come off as white with my lights, but this is in the shade Ballet Slippers. I love these 2. And then I also just recently mentioned in my May favorites these shimmery Essie polishes. They have like a glittery sheen to them. It's not actual glitter that's like super hard to get off. It's more of like a sheen. As you can see, these 3 are my absolute favorites. This light blue one is in the shade At Sea Level. The purple is called World Is Your Oyster. I'm honestly obsessed with this. And then I'm super obsessed with this one too. This is like a pink one and it's called, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'll leave it linked on the screen. But I have loved these. I actually use these to paint my toes. Usually I just do like a bright red or like a really bright color on my toes in the summer, but these have been like my new favorite toenail polish for the summertime. Alright, we're on to my beauty and makeup related summer essentials. Let's start with primer. I love to use a hydrating primer in the summertime. My favorite is the Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. This smells like coconuts. It feels super hydrating on the face. It gives like a nice sheen to the face, but not something like the Becca Backlight Priming Primer. It's not that intense, but it does leave a nice sheen on the skin, and I really like this one. For foundation, I really like using the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. I just recently picked up the illuminating one, which I personally like a lot better than the other version, like the original, because I like to look a little bit more luminous just because I have dry skin, and I find the other one can make my face look a little bit flat. But this has SPF 50 in it, and I have tested this out many times last summer, and the SPF 50 truly does work. I found that my face never got burned or anything. It still looked pale as a ghost when I washed my makeup off at the end of the day, so this works really well if you're also looking for a good SPF for your face. And next up, I want to talk about some cream products that I have been loving. I usually like to use cream products in the summertime just because I feel like it looks more natural on the face and you don't look so powdery, and it's just easier, like especially if you're going to the pool or the beach or somewhere like that. I just feel like it looks more natural. So 2 products that I've been using a lot lately are my Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. This is currently in my project pan. I don't know if I would buy this again, but I've currently been using it as a bronzer slash contour, and I like it. It's just not my favorite, but at the same time it's super easy to use. So actually I don't know if we'll see if I repurchase this once I get through it. But then I also recently picked up this Josie Maron Vibrancy Argan Oil Fresh Paint Palette. I don't know if this is new or not, but I am like obsessed with this. I wanted to pick up the Hourglass Cream like highlight bronzer blush palette, but my Sephora didn't have it. I don't know if it's only sold on Beautylish or if you can get it at Sephora as well. But I found this guy and I really have been enjoying it. I was skeptical at first, but I usually like to use this. This is what I have as like a blush color today. I feel like my lights are like really washing my face out. It looks like I have like nothing on. We'll see what it looks like when I go to edit. But I've been using this color or this color as a blush, and then I have been using this as a highlight. I haven't dipped into this yet, but I've really been enjoying this. There's not really a color in here that I feel like I can use as a contour because this comes off as more of a blush. It looks kind of like a contour shade on camera, but it comes off more of like a reddy shade, which is why I've been pairing it with my Quickie contour stick. So if you're looking for an all-in-one cream palette that has your blush, contour slash bronzer and highlight, I don't necessarily know that this is going to work. But if you just like cream products, this is one that I would definitely recommend checking out. If you guys want to see a full review on this, let me know. I'd definitely be willing to do that because like I said, I've really been enjoying this lately. If I am going with powder products, however, there are two bronzers that I really have been enjoying or that I love in the summertime. This is a newer one to my collection. This is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer. This is just such a universally flattering shade. I feel like it's going to work for so many different skin tones, and this is one that I can go either light-handed or heavy-handed, and I feel like I still like the outcome. And then the second bronzer that I have to mention is my Becca Sunlit Bronzer. I have mine in Capri Coast. This just has such a nice sheen slash glow without being glittery, so I really enjoy this bronzer, especially in the summertime. I feel like this is the perfect color for me. And if you guys haven't checked out the Becca bronzers, I would definitely recommend at least going into your store and swatching them because it's such a nice blendable buttery formula, and I think it is absolutely worth the price tag that it is. I forgot to mention one more cream product that I really do like is the Makeup Lit Stick. Looks like this. I usually just take this either on the tip of my beauty blender or I put my finger on it and then I just like dab it as a highlighter, because I do find that if I actually just go in with the actual stick, it does sort of disrupt my makeup if I have any sort of foundation or product already laid down. But this is another really good cream product. For highlights in the summer, I definitely like more of a golden champagne sort of highlight, so I have three to recommend to you. The first is the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. I absolutely love the pressed highlighters from Becca. I think that they are worth the $38. You get so much product. But this is a really beautiful highlight formula. It has a really nice golden champagne color. I'm sure you guys won't be able to really see this because again, my lighting I can never figure out, but I'm sure you've seen and heard a lot about Champagne Pop already. But this is a highlighter that I definitely like to pull out in the summertime. And then this is another one that I've really been loving. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, highlight. This has more of a neutral undertone. But it's just, it almost comes off, you won't again be able to see it, it comes off definitely, it's a little bit lighter than the champagne color, so if you, than the Champagne Pop, so if you are a little bit more fair complected and you never really get a tan, I may check out the Amrezy one over the Champagne Pop. But gosh, they're both just so beautiful. I absolutely love both of these. Obviously this one wasn't around last summer, so I'm really excited to pull this out for this summer. And then a classic OG is the ABH Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. I love pulling this glow kit out all summer long because I like to use this bronze shade not only on my cheeks as like a bronzer topper if I'm looking to be really glowy that day, but I also use this in my as an eyeshadow if I'm going for like a no makeup look and just want like a little bit of dimension on the eyes. And I've also used this tourmaline color on my eyes as well. And then I love the summer highlight as well as the moonstone highlight just as regular cheek highlights. For eyes, I like to keep it really simple in the summer, so I have a liquid product to mention, and it is the Stila, not the glittering glows, but the shimmer and glows. I have mine in the shades Cloud, which is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. It's like a nice mauvey purple with a golden shift. And then I also have Kitten Karma, which is just a nice gold. There is Kitten Karma, and then, oh gosh, I don't know. There is Kitten Karma, and then there is Cloud. And then I also have this one from Cover FX in Celestial. Is that what this is? Amethyst. And this one is more of like a purpley pink shade. Again, I don't know how well you're going to see these with my lights, but I really like liquid shadows for the eyes in the summer because they're really easy to just glide on. You don't even have to set them, and I found that these two formulas pretty much last all day on me, even if I don't set them. And again, they're just so easy to apply. You can use your finger, you can use a cream shadow brush, anything. Just pop it on and you're ready to go. In the summertime, I also like to experiment with colors in my waterline. So I usually go with like a blue or a purple, but I really enjoy this purple Marc Jacobs highliner pen in the shade Mist Me. That is what that looks like. It's just a really fun pop of color if you're going for just like a neutral look, but you want to add some pizzazz to it. And then I also have this Aqua XL liner pencil from Makeup Forever in this blue shade. This is in the shade M26, and it's just a fun, like vibrant, but sort of pastel-y blue. So again, I really like to play with color in my waterline in the summer. I think it's a nice way just to jazz up like a more muted look, if that makes sense. And then finally for lips, just like everyone else, I like to do either a bold lip color or a gloss. So I have a couple of lip colors to mention. These first two are from ColourPop. This one, I don't know if you can get anymore, but this was the Alexis Ren ColourPop collab in Little Weapon. This is just such a vibrant orangey red, beautiful shade. And then I know you can still get this one. This is the ColourPop I Love Sarah E collaboration in the shade Ariba. Again, just a really awesome, vibrant red. And then two others that I just wanted to pull out. This is the only time of year that I would ever use this one, but this is the Kylie Junebug shade. I also like hot pink lips, but I didn't pull any out for this video. Anyway, this is just this beautiful fuchsia purple color. Again, the only time I would ever use this is in the summertime. And I've also been testing out the YSL matte stains. I don't know how I feel about these yet, but I do really enjoy this color. It's a beautiful, beautiful bright coral color, as you can see right here. Not sold on this formula yet, but I've only used it a handful of times. But if you guys do like this formula, I do really like this shade. It is in the shade 22. Then I have three gloss formulas to mention to you guys really quick before we wrap up this video. The first is the Gloss Bomb by Fenty. This is an awesome, I'm gonna pop some on my lips right now. This is a really awesome gloss. Again, a really universally flattering shade, and I just feel like it gives like a really awesome glossy look to the lips. It's a really great formula. It smells really nice. It's not too sticky, and it's super easy to reapply. And then I've also been enjoying the Tarte H2O glosses. I have a couple of shades, but this one right here is in the shade Getaway, which is like this mauvey purple, like darker lip gloss. But super beautiful. Really like the formula on this as well. Again, not too sticky and super comfortable to wear. And then finally, I have really also been enjoying the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine lip gloss formula. And the shade I have right over here is in the shade, I think, and the shade I have right over on my hand right here is in the shade Fireball. Really have been enjoying this as well. After that, you guys, that is going to conclude all of my summer lifestyle and beauty essentials. Again, like I said, leave me a comment down below letting me know what products you love in the summertime. Other than that, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do so before you go, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!